Yo, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be reacting to 37 2 sentence horror stories. My first time watching this video, let's get into it. Presents. These are about to be some horror stories. I hope you guys is ready. Let's see what these stories gonna be about.
Mom hates it when I dig in the yard, but I still like doing it when she's not home.
When she's not home.
That is, until the day I unearthed the body identical to mine except scarred and gaunt with gray-white fur around the muzzle. 3, 8, 6, 17, 25, 32, and 43. If your age was called up, please report to your nearest depopulation station.
If your age was called up.
Breaking news. Hundreds of people attending a local Halloween carnival have been rushed to area hospitals after experiencing severe stomach cramps followed by vomiting blood. In related news, a carnival attendant was arrested for adding pink fiberglass insulation to his cotton candy because he felt that the devil made me do it. My 3-year-old has been sleeping with me lately because he says there's a man in his closet. As we lay in the dark last night, my closet door creaked open and my son whispered, "Look, Mama, he's in your closet too."
He's in her closet too.
Every night, I spend hours searching the web for one specific snuff film. I know if I find a longer version, there will be a clue to who did that to my wife. I used to move things around the house just to mess with my wife until she caught me. I was very amused at her rant about all the stupid things I did. But then, she started to list things I didn't do. After a long day at work, I could finally lay down with my wife in bed. I still can't believe that 3 months ago, the doctor pronounced her dead.
How she's still alive? That don't make no sense.
Hey, Eddie, buddy, wake up and tell me where you put my money. I've looked under all of your fingernails. Maybe I'll search your teeth now.
He'll search his teeth.
Since the morgue's been full, our boss stopped listening to his employees and only cares about revenue. I've told him several times, some of these bodies are still moving when I put them in the crematory. I broke the rule that says you shouldn't follow voices in the forest. I knew it was wrong at the time, but standing in front of the charred remains of my house, I feel like I made the right choice. Being a forensic pathologist was a serious job, so she was disgusted to hear giggling from across the room where her new trainee stood over the body making the first incision. It wasn't until she noticed the look of horror on his face that she realized he wasn't the one giggling.
He wasn't the one giggling. Yeah, who was giggling? Let's get into it.
Ever since my daughter developed depression, putting up our Halloween decorations seems to be the only thing that makes her happy. I just wonder how she got that body hanging in the tree to look so realistic. That's your end now, but first I'm going to make you feel exactly as my son felt in his last moments. This is what the father of my last victim said as he turned his back to get the knife, not knowing that I've already broke free of my handcuffs. My wife got very emotional as she held a picture of our little boy's face in her hand. It only got worse as the forensics officer said it was the only part of him that was still recognizable.
That was the only part of him still recognizable. That's cruel.
So, in my opinion, every business owner needs high level. Most, they just don't know it yet. And there's
Mom told me that I had to be a good girl and go to sleep or the Piper would get me.
Piper would get her.
I wasn't sure how sleep would ward him off, but after I jabbed the Q-tips through my eardrums, there was no way I'd ever be caught by his playing. As a new driver, I noticed a young boy running through the streets, so I immediately slammed on the brakes. Oops, wrong pedal.
Brakes.
I enjoyed the dance routine from the animated dolls, so I went to put another quarter in. When I reached for the slot, one of them whispered, "Please, sir, no more."
Please, sir, no more. What?
I went to my co-worker's apartment after we had dinner together. I am confused why he has copies of the style section all over the floor. Does he have a dog?
Have a dog?
Everyone is so relieved that my brother has been returned safely home after being missing for so long. But their excitement doesn't change the fact that his eyes are green,
His eyes are green.
not blue.
Not blue. Ooh.
30-year-old woman involved in a single car crash, dead upon arrival. I continued to read my newspaper in horror as I saw my name under my picture, and it described the accident that I had yesterday in which I thought I made it out alive. I am scared because I can see a person behind me. I shouldn't have an eye there.
The person behind him, he shouldn't have eyes in the back of his head.
I wondered why my father still took me to swim in the lake after my brother drowned. Turns out, the lady of the lake took the wrong son. My eyes are always bloodshot after hanging out with my girlfriend.
Oh.
Maybe it's the pepper spray.
Maybe it's the pepper spray.
The man knelt in the middle of the packed restaurant, reached into his suit jacket, and pulled out the ring. Moments later, the grenades inside of his vest detonated.
The grenades inside of his vest detonated.
DNA paternity test result is out, and the child is not mine.
Child's not his.
And it turns out that the percentage of our DNA shared is 0.
It's 0.
I do, she cried happily, tears in her eyes. I now pronounce you husband and wife, she then muttered to herself as she leaned forward to kiss his cold, unfeeling lips.
I'm feeling your lips.
The children in my class have been making dolls of their friends all day, and I accidentally stepped on one just now. After hearing the loud crunch and subsequent screaming, I get the impression these dolls aren't just normal toys.
They aren't normal toys? Then what are they?
Every day, I barked at the mailman to keep him away, but the one time I didn't, he got in and killed them all. I smiled as I drove my car into another city, finally away from my abusive parents. Once I was there, while I was unpacking, a moving box said to me,
Okay, what happened?
"You didn't think we'd let you go that easily,
Didn't think we'd let
did you?"
Go that easily, did you?
It's below freezing, and we're locked in this garage.
You're locked in this garage.
Thankfully,
Thankfully,
Annie got the broken down car started, enough to give us some heat.
some heat.
Mother always told me to chase your dreams and to never let go of what you love. So, here I am, chasing the girl of my dreams to take her back to my place
Take her back to
so I can never let her go.
so we can never let her go.
You know you need help when you hear voices in your head telling you to do terrible things. But What about when they start begging you to stop?
They start begging you to stop.
I am terrible with the ladies.
He's terrible.
No matter how hard I try,
How hard
I
you
just
try,
can't
you
put
just
their
can't
pieces
put their
back
pieces
together.
Back together.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't get
I'm
him
happy
wrong.
she's improving her cooking skills. It's just a bit weird she never eats any of it.
I can honestly say, guys,
When the
that
mortician
this-
unzipped the
that
body
these
bag
horror
and saw the
stories
face of
was
his
in
wife,
parts that I never
he found it hard to go
experienced
on.
anything like this before.
His
This
smile
my
was too
first time,
difficult to
so this was
hide.
different. I gotta be honest. This was different.
I always leave a flower on every grave. I feel a stronger connection with my victims that way.
That way.
I roll my eyes as another unskippable ad plays on the small screen in my father's hospital room. Please resume eye contact with the advertisement immediately to continue using the complimentary life support service.
Life support service. This is it for this video. Thank you.